Hey guys, it's the girl Victoria back to you with another review for The Ultimate Fighter Season 31, Episode 7, Team McGregor versus Team Chandler. These lights are on, these colored lights specifically, this specific color, because it ain't looking too good for the prospects. Because I understand the title of the show is called Team McGregor versus Team Chandler, but it's really looking like it's about to be Team Chandler because prospects, you're all almost out, okay? So this week, we got Landon, well, more like last week. I'm late, I know. Landon and Jason are next to fight. Okay, so we're back at the Tough House. You know, that's where all the conversations going, and everybody's talking about the Connor and Michael face-off that happened last week or the previous week when, we have McGregor with his accent calling Michael a phony and hit him in the face. Michael getting high off of getting hit, because he was ready for it, whatnot. So everybody's talking about it for the prospects, and then we get to the veterans talking about it, and then here we go with Roosevelt, because Roosevelt always got something to say. So he's talking crap, saying sometimes you just want to slap the SHIT out of Connor, and I'm just like, Roosevelt, can at this point, can there be an episode where I don't hear you saying something? It's always something with you every episode at this point. And I know, Eric, you want me to give your boy Roosevelt a chance. I get it. But I'm sorry, Eric. He annoying the hell out of me. Okay, I be trying to get homeboy a chance, Eric. But you gotta get your homeboy in check, because your homeboy just be rattling off at the mouth. So I'm like, all right, Roosevelt, okay, that's your feelings, that's your opinion, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't want to hear it. So we then get to the Team McGregor training session, and we see Landon and Connor, they're practicing a little bit. Landon gets a good little blow to the liver, and, it knocks him off his feet, literally. And I felt that. Landon, I felt that. I'm sorry, but, you already know what you're dealing with coming to this profession. So that's on you. We then get back to the Tough House where the veterans are talking, and, they think they got this in the bag because, it's already 6-0 wins, and, they're feeling on top of the world, understandably so. So then that's when we get to learn about Jason, because he was talking with, I believe, Cody and Roosevelt and somebody else about it, maybe Kurt, I think. And this is where we find out about Jason, his family, his life, and his fighting career. So that was cool. And then moving on, we get to Jason's fight prep. And it goes well, but then Jason did get a little, he got cut in the face. And I'm not going to say a little cut because it was a cut. Like, it may not have needed sutures, but they put a little dermabond on it. And I'm like, the way he was, when he was separating, when the doctor was separating the cut, I'm like, this ain't no little cut. Like, you can separate it with your hands. I'm like, here goes, of course, Michael, he's gonna make it seem like it ain't nothing. He's like, oh, it's not that deep of a cut, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty, it's a gash, okay? It's not even a cut. A cut is like a little paper scrape, that's a gash, okay? The blood was coming down his whole face. It was a gash, Michael. I understand, you're just gonna have to get a little tough love, but let's call it for what it is, Michael, a gash. So after they put the little dermabond on it, the doctor said he's still fine to fight. So it's like nothing to worry about, but just don't touch it. Just let it heal and he'll be good to fight. All right, cool. So then not only is Jason the only person having a little medical situation going on, we got Cody. His fight was a couple weeks ago. He had a little knee hurt, bruising and stuff. He thought it was just like, okay, because of the fight. But as time is going on, his knee's still hurting. So Michael goes with him to the same doctor to see what's going on. It looks like they did run an MRI already. So they're just going over the results. So he has what did they say? A grade 2 ligament tear. So obviously a grade 1 is the lowest, is the least tear. And a grade 3 is where you'll probably most likely need surgery. So for the grade 2, he doesn't necessarily need surgery, but he does need to let it heal, and he needs to rest and all that stuff for 8 weeks for it to fully heal so he could be good. So afterwards, when they walk out to talk, Cody and Michael's just like, the decision is ultimately up to you, but, a sprain in a ligament, those words are like interchangeable, and, it's a common injury. in the profession and stuff. And I'm like, look at Michael trying to make it seem like it ain't nothing. Like, maybe for them it ain't nothing, but I'm like, it's a ligament tear, and them things do not sound like it's like just a little sprained knee. That thing sound like it hurt. That thing sound like when you walk on your knee, you gotta limp a little bit because of the pain that radiates from your knee down your leg. I'm just saying, for me, if you tell me I have a grade 2 ligament tear, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rest my ass for 8 weeks, let the thing heal. But I understand they in a profession. This is a show going on. This is about business and money and stuff. So of course, you know what Cody said he gonna do? He said he already made up his mind. What Cody gonna do? He gonna still fight. I'm like, I didn't expect nothing less from you. Of course not. Honestly, Michael didn't have to say nothing because I feel like Cody was still going to fight regardless. You see how long it took him to even go to the doctor in the first place. He just thought, okay, my knee just hurt. I'm going to be okay. But no, you got a grade 2. If it was a grade 1, I'll be like, all right, cool, I understand. Grade 2 is like, you might want to proceed with caution because, this could lead to a grade 3 and you might need surgery. So he going to do whatever he want to do. But for me, I'm just kind of like, that's on you, but I would have stayed my ass at the house and just let it heal up in 8 weeks. But time is money, I guess. But I did want to make mention in these 2 scenes with Hassan and with Cody. Michael, I have to give it to Michael because through thick and thin, Michael has consistently been there for his veterans since day 1. Versus Connor, I only see Connor at the training sessions, the fight prep, and the actual fight day. Whereas, Michael, he has been there for everything. The fight prep, the training sessions, the weigh-ins, when they go to see the doctor, the fight day, all that. Michael, I have to really give it to you because that's what I call, like, he is giving his full support 100% there day in, day out. I have to give that to Michael. Connor, I don't know where you be at. You really can't be at the weigh-ins. Like, you just really got things to do that you can't be at the weigh-ins when you signed up to be one of the trainers or whatever for this season. I just really trying to be understanding. Like, Connor, what was the point? Like, just to, I guess for name purposes, bragging rights or whatever the case may be, extra bonus in his check. Because for me, I'm just like, you don't really be there. Like, we don't feel your support. And also, to add to all the stuff that Michael does, even when I said, like, before, during the fight days, when they do the fighting, you see Michael right up there at the gate. You see Connor all the way in this back corner. This corner right here, this is where Connor's standing. Right here where I'm sitting, this is where Michael's sitting to the gate. But Connor's right there in the corner. So it's just, I'm just like, no wonder this color is not, progressing because the trainer, he ain't shit. Okay, the coach, not the trainer, the coach, he ain't shit. Okay, let's keep it 100. Connor, he just there to put a suit on and show face to the fight day. Other than that, and then he wonder why he losing, why all his prospects is losing. I mean, granted, veterans are veterans and prospects are prospects, but at the same time, it's like they not getting the support they need. I really feel like if you really gave more of a damn about your trainees and all that stuff, maybe they might win. I mean, you got one more person left, but I mean, it's not really looking too good. Looking at the stats, it's really not looking good for homeboy Rico. But anyway, we we then get to Landon's fight prep, so it goes well. Landon lets us know that he's been studying Jason's fighting style, and he's using it to his advantage during his training session and trying to learn how to overcome Jason and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good strategy. Good for you. Then we get back to the tough house, and this is where we get to learn about Landon's family, life, and fighting career. Now, I was already kind of thinking, who am I going to go? Because, every week I go towards one person more than the other. Now, looking at the stats, I'm like, I'm probably going to have to go with Jason because they going to probably win. Okay. But then Landon had to make mention that he's from Boca Raton, Florida. And I'm like, I know it was mentioned that he was from Florida before, but I don't rep all of Florida, okay? Because, no. But when he said Boca Raton, Florida, I'm like, so this guy is in Palm Beach County. The 561. Okay. Now, I don't rep Boca like that, you know what I'm saying? But I did go to high school in Boca, so I'm just like, damn it. You rep the count. Okay. I said, all right, Landon, I'm gonna have to root for you. You the underdog in this situation, but I'm gonna root for you because you from Palm Beach County. You rep the 561, and you know what? I'm gonna ride for the most part, not all, because some people be problematic. But I'm a root for people that come from where I come from. So I'm like, you know what, Landon, I'm gonna ride for you. We gonna try to win this. We're gonna try to win this. So that's what I was going for. I would have lost my $5, but at least I stick with the town people. So we then get to Landon, Jason, and someone else. They chilling in the hot tub at the Tough House, and we see Jason and Landon. They kind of going back and forth about stuff. What are they going back and forth about? I don't know. Okay, it's stupid stuff. Well, I did this. Well, I did. Okay, men being men, whatever the case may be. And they both said in their confessionals that like they don't got no beef. They actually like each other. They're cool and stuff. But of course, for the fight's sake, they gonna have to fight each other. So they still gonna do what they need to do in the ring. But outside the ring, like they cool. So that's fine. That's I commend that. Good for you guys. And then we move on to the weigh-ins. We have Jason. He's 155.5. Landon is 155.5. They do the face-off. Connor's out there, surprise, surprise. And when they doing the little face off, of course, we have some of the other prospects and the veterans talking about, upping their teammate and whatnot. And when they showed Mondo and his confessional look, I said, golly. Okay. Listen, a big ups to everybody who be having all the cuss and bruise and stuff and coming in clarity form in HD 1040K, I don't care, in the camera with all this stuff going on your face. Kudos to you guys, because when I seen Mondo, I said, goodness gracious, all these stitches and stuff. I'm like, what is going on? Did someone etch XXX Tentacion on your face? I don't know, but I'm like, goodness gracious. And then of course we got Roosevelt. He talking about he don't really like Landon and whatnot. What a surprise. Do you like anybody, Roosevelt? Do you? You talk more crap about people than you talk good about the people on your team that you actually do. Like, why don't we try to be more positive? I know I'm all for positivity, rainbows and unicorns, but at the same time, I'm just really tired of it being one person. If it was multiple people that was saying different things, okay, it's one thing, but to see the same person come on my screen and talk so much crap about everybody, it's just like, I'm done. Okay, do I come on screen, talk crap about people? Yes, but we're not talking about me. Okay, we talk about Roosevelt. Okay, he always got something bad to say about somebody on the other side, and then he don't care for homeboy, he don't care for Connor, he don't care for the other person, he don't care for. Okay, we get it. You don't like nobody. Okay, I don't need the producers, please. I hope after next episode I don't see no more of homeboy. Okay, we move on. We get to fight day. We see the stats. Landon is 27, Jason is 30. Okay, cool. Jason look like he been in a lot of fights, so I'm gonna let. Okay, so it's supposed to be 2 rounds of 5 minutes. Okay, they don't even make it to 5 minutes of the first round, because while it did start off good, Landon looked like he had potential because he got Hassan pinned down to the ground. It didn't last long because why? He got his neck exposed. Hassan was able to lock his legs around Landon's neck, and Landon ended up tapping out. So of course, by submission, Hassan's the one who won. And Connor is pissed. Who cares? Who cares other than Connor? Everybody on the veteran side is happy, of course, ecstatic. Landon is pissed off at himself, saying, that's never happened to him in his whole entire fighting career, and it will never happen again. Well, good. Let that be the motivation for you to be better, to do better, and make sure your neck is never exposed ever again. Good for you. All right. That's fine, right? Okay. So now we are currently at 7-0, and listen, it is really looking like Team Chandler is going to take this. So now we have Connor going to talk to Dana White and somebody else, asking, so what happens if they take all the wins. Speaking of the veterans, take all the wins from the prospects. So they made mention that, some people on the prospects may have to go to the other team or whatever the case may be. So of course Connor is pissed. Listen, Connor, you effed up, bro, because you started off, you chose the prospects first. Okay, when you had to choose who you gonna choose, you chose half of the prospects. So Chandler got the other half of the veterans. So then it was his turn to choose. So then he ended up getting all the veterans. And the stats are speaking for themselves. The veterans, more experience, they know what to do to win. And now that, they was a reject, so to speak, so now they're coming more hungry than ever because they want to get back in the ring. They want to get back into making some money. So they're more money hungry than the prospects. The prospects are money hungry too. They're ready for this. But like I said, for the veterans, it's like they've been there, done that. So it's like they already know what to do. They're more trained and all that stuff. And, I feel like they're more hungry because they already got a taste of the UFC world. And, I don't have to explain. I feel like you guys already know. So, that was the end of that episode. But then we're going to find out Rico and Hunter, their last to fight. Hunter is looking, I don't know how old Hunter is. I'm like, okay, you seem like a veteran. And I hope that means you have a lot of experience because he seems like he's up there in age. And watch, we find out next week he's only like 35. And I'm like, you're looking more 45. But, no judgment here. And we got Rico. I'm like, where did you get this pretty boy from? Okay, nice eyes. But I'm just like, all right, we're going to have to see how y'all do in the ring, Rico. Because I'm just like, the prospects are looking very boyish, where I feel like the veterans are looking more man-ish. But, you never can judge a book by its cover. Because sometimes, like, look at, what's his name? Lee. I really thought Lee wasn't going to do nothing. He's tall compared to Hunter. Was it Hunter he fought? I don't remember. But I'll give it to him. He almost won before he had a, his neck exposed and got tapped out. Anyway, next episode, the only thing I want to make mention is about Roosevelt, because Roosevelt wants to make himself known. Him and Connor seem like they about to go into it. Now, I'm not going to say it's Roosevelt's fault because obviously we have to wait to watch the episode to see what done happened. But it's just like, I wouldn't be surprised if he said something that Connor got pissed off, so that's when they go back and forth. But you know what? It is what it is, because Roosevelt going to be Roosevelt. I'm going to be me. Connor going to be Connor, okay? And, veterans going to win. I'm just going to put my last $5, because I already lost $5 because Landon done lost. So I'm going to put another $5 on Hunter. Sorry, Rico, but I just got to go with strategy here, and veterans looking like they're going to take the win for the semifinals. So that's it. We're going to see if I win another $5 or if I lose my last $5. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, come back next week. Hopefully I can make you laugh so you can subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video. Comment down below. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.